So the previous lessons we've described and discussed different problems of teenagers, different difficulties in your life as teenagers. Today we're going to discuss kind of one precise problem. To do it, I want you to describe some pictures, some photos. Your task is to tell me who you can see, what emotions you can distinguish, and maybe name the situation in general. Those photos will help you to distinguish and state the topic of today's lesson. Are we ready to start?
Yes.
Let's start. First one. What can we see in this picture? Anait, you're welcome.
On the first picture, you can see a girl. She's touching her pimples, and she looks very sad. Maybe because of her face problems, problems with her skin.
Yes, you're right. Well, how do we call such a problem if it's not just one pimple, but like lots of acne? Rachel, very good. So let's check it. And you're right, that's face skin problem. Let's move on. This picture, who wants to describe it? Masha, try it.
This we can see a girl who is
How to say it? Measuring. You're right, measuring.
her waist.
Yeah, please. Yeah, you're right.
She doesn't like her body, and she has some problem with the food. I think it is an anorexia.
Okay, let's check it. Anorexia, you're right. I have a question. How common is this problem for teenagers in today's world?
Very common.
Pretty common, yeah. I expect that no one here present will such kind of disease. Yeah, because you are perfect just the way you are. Next one, this picture. Vita, you're welcome.
Okay, so in this picture we can see a girl who has an overweight, and in this picture we can see that she can't decide what she should eat personally. Maybe she eats some healthier foods or fast food that is not good for your health. And on this picture I think that we can see an example of obesity or something like that.
Okay, thank you. So we have already even named the problem, so that's obesity, right, Joe? It's also a problem, common problem as well as anorexia, you're right. Next one. What can we see in this picture?
We can see a girl who looks in a mirror. Who is looking in a mirror on herself. Maybe she doesn't like herself, she doesn't like her appearance, she's touching her face, and it looks very sad.
Yes, so she looks
very sad. Maybe she has low esteem problems or something like this.
Okay, yeah, let's check. Yeah, that's low self-esteem problems, you're right here. We can assume it from her emotions. Yeah, she looks really upset and unhappy with her face, with her appearance. Okay, this picture. What can we see in this picture? Uda, you're welcome.
So in this picture we can see a boy.
Just loud, a little bit loud.
Okay, in this picture we can see a boy. He looks so tired and so I don't know. Maybe he has problems with, for example, studying,
Right.
or maybe with parents, maybe with friends. I think it's depression because he looks so sad.
Yeah, and depressed.
Yes,
we can say so. Yeah, he looks depressed, and that's actually depression. So, if we take into account all the problems that we have mentioned, so that's obesity, anorexia, depression, what is the general topic of today's lesson?
Problems, self-image.
Okay, good. So first again, that's teenage problem, definitely, and problems with self-image. Let's check it. teenage negative self-image and ways to overcome it. As we know, I guess appearance is something that bothers all of us all the time, especially in today's world. So that's what we are going to discuss. And our second task for today. Let's imagine that we are in some kind of a concilium. So we are going to discuss some problems and give some pieces of advice. Let's imagine that somebody sent us voicemails. Like teenagers send us voicemails with sharing their problems and asking for some pieces of advice. Your task is to listen to the voicemail, distinguish the name and the age of the respondent, tell me what the problem is, and try to offer some solution. You ready? Yeah. Let's listen to it. Sorry.
Lucy, 16. Boys don't find me attractive, and I think the reason is that I'm fat. Ever since I was about 7, I've been on the chubby side, but it didn't worry me until now. I'm quite intelligent and have lots of friends, but not the type I'd like. What should I do?
Okay, so what should she do? Nate, tell me just the general information, the name and the age of the girl.
First we get Lucy. She is 16 years old. She thinks that boys find her fat and don't like her appearance.
Okay, so what is the problem?
Exactly.
So we can't say that that's obesity. No, because we know lots of girls
She thinks
consider
that
themselves.
she's intelligent and she doesn't think that she has any problems. She doesn't.
Okay, so what pieces of advice can you give her? Masha?
If she really wanted to change herself, she can go to the doctor and discuss with him her problem. Maybe maybe he will recommend her some diet or some exercises to do. But frankly speaking, I think there are a lot of people in the world, and she will definitely find someone who will love her as she is.
Okay,
She
that's good.
doesn't need to change something in her.
On herself, you're right. So,
And she should maybe improve her human energy.
okay. So, yeah.
She should not pay so much attention to others' opinion.
Good. So first thing first, yes, if there are some problems with her health, it's better to go to doctor to solve them, yeah? So if she really has some overweight. But if it's like something in her, within, so yeah, first thing first, that there is always a person who will love you no matter what. You need to improve some kind of your energy, that's also true, yeah, and she just shouldn't pay attention to what other people say about her. That's true. Okay, thank you. That was good. So our next respondent, let's listen to her voicemail.
Cindy, 17. I'm in a senior class and my parents don't let me put makeup when I go to school. Maybe it's not a good deal for them, but girls will understand me. I have really bad pimples on my face. Besides, I am wearing brackets, which makes things even worse. I feel anxious, like I'm an outsider. What should I do?
Okay, so previous time we started with you. Now, girls, your turn. I said, what is the name and the age of respondent?
17.
Okay, and she's 17. What is the problem?
She wants to do her makeup when she goes to school, but her parents don't allow her to do it.
Okay.
She wants to be like other girls because they all do their makeup, and Cindy thinks that she looks like a freak.
Okay, yeah, that's true. So What is the problem? The problem
She has skin problems.
yes, very good. Here.
And she has also
Good one.
And
Nice.
she wears brackets.
So actually, she states a problem, like misunderstanding with parents, so that they don't allow me to wear makeup. But in general, there are like more deeper problem, like low self-esteem, as much as that. That's true, and some health problems. Yeah, so you can't cover some of your like pimples, probably if it's acne, you can't cover it with makeup and expect something like magically happen to your skin. No. So what advice?
She should go to the dermatologist and try to solve this problem with doctor.
Okay, yeah, so that's the first
Also,
thing.
she should talk to her parents and tell him
Right?
tell them what she is worried about.
Yes. Nate, you wanted to say something?
I also want to say what Katya
Says
said before, so she should try to understand her parents' mind position on this situation, because sometimes makeup can bring some problems in the future.
Okay, that's
Because-
true.
And also, she can find compromise with her parents. For example, they will allow her to wear some kind of makeup, but she will, I don't know, clean her face properly or something like that. So it's like double work.
Okay, yeah,
problem.
you're right. So this option is actually a good one, because as long as you start treating yourself good, so you start curing your skin, probably she would understand that she doesn't even need a makeup, but still.
Also, in our world, there are many products, brands of cosmetic products, which make some really not healthy but good hygiene cosmetic, which can help you to make a sense of the clear skin.
Good, thank you very much. So in general, we can assume that first thing to do is to talk to her parents. Secondly, go to the dermatologist, because that's not something that you can cover with makeup. And then after discussing everything with parents and doctor, decide whether you still need those makeup or you just need to take care of yourself. That's it.
maybe during the process of cure, as Anit said, she can choose natural products.
That's
I
good.
think they can maybe they want harsh
They won't be
Harsh.
harsh, right?
her skin. Maybe some of them even can cure a little bit.
Okay, thank you very much. Guys, you did a pretty great job giving some pieces of advice. That's something that we are all good at, to give advice. Okay. And our last task for today, to summarize everything that we have discussed. Take a look here. Here's a quotation. Let's read it all. Let's read it aloud.
There are more important things than outward appearance. No amount of makeup can cover an ugly personality.
Okay. Do we understand it? Do we get it?
Yes.
Okay, Lida. Do you agree with this statement? If yes, then why?
I agree with this statement because the makeup that a woman can make can I don't know cover her personality and
Yes.
and if people do something like that, there's a low percentage that makeup can help them to rise themselves in the other's vision.
Okay, that's a good point.
But at the other hand, nowadays people meeting others by their appearance, and if you has other people will
Treat you
will
better.
treat you better, maybe even higher.
Exactly. By the way, do you remember there is such a proverb, don't judge a book by its cover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it always like this in today's world?
No.
No, not even close. Maybe.
But also during some conversations, you know more about person, about his inner world, and I think nobody will feel himself or herself comfortable with a person who is ugly and in his world. So if you want to make a sense of more beautiful person, you should try to change from inside your inner world.
Exactly, that's the good point. If we want to be beautiful, if we want to show this world that the beauty still exists, we need to be good person first. Yeah, good personality makes the difference. Okay, girls, thank you very much for the lesson. I was really glad to have it with you. See you next time. Goodbye.